Hello, this is Mickey with Real Salt Adventures. Today we're going to talk about my journey with YouTube. Why I started, what's my expectations, why do I want to do it. So first of all, I've used YouTube for years. A lot of people, when it was just starting out, a lot of people didn't use YouTube. They used it because I did a lot of projects. It seemed to be a very quick, easy place to go. Whether I was working on my car, adding a room onto the house, or trying to build a barn. Heck, it was just like an encyclopedia of knowledge that I could use. And for years, I kept saying, "Heck, I could do one of these channels. I should do the same myself, and I could try to pass some of this knowledge back." Because when I tell you I've watched a lot of YouTube, I've watched a lot of YouTube. Probably more YouTube than I do TV. So at the beginning of 2024, my boys kept saying, "Dad, keep saying you're going to post on YouTube, and we're coming over to your house, and you're watching YouTube, and you're watching these how to post videos and how to build a channel. It's time to put up or shut up." And they were right. And I needed to try it. I'd been pushing them for years to get on the social media bug and try to run it, and they've been successful. It does a lot in their careers of what they're doing. But they've been able to use it and apply it in different ways. In my case, give you a little of my background so you sort of understand where the storytelling is going to come from and maybe how I can help you. So number one, I'm no expert with YouTube. I'm no expert at doing the video editing. No expert at using the tools that I've got right now behind the scenes that you don't see. Cameras, the GoPros, the microphones, the drones. I'm not an expert. Can I use them? Use them. Sometimes it may take me a long time to get some things done, but I can use them. But you know what? The way I look at this, the way I look at the posting these videos, and the way you should look at it if you're trying to post videos or you're just here to see what you can learn from my conversation today. Babe Ruth didn't hit all the home runs that he hit, thinking he was never going to strike out. It just wasn't going to happen. He had to swing a little bit harder than everybody else was. Had to lean into the ball a little bit more. He had to take those risks. He could have played it safe and got on base probably more than anybody else because he definitely had, good hand-eye coordination. However, he struck out a lot. They don't talk about it because, sort of the hero of home runs, but he struck out a lot. And whether it's in our day-to-day life or it's here trying to post a YouTube video, we're going to fail. If we're trying, we're going to fail. And guess what? You got to take those moments and learn from them. And the one thing that I'm noticing as I've been posting these videos with YouTube, some of them I put up and we've liked them. You've liked them. Heck, I felt very proud of some of the things that I put up. Like I was amazed that I could actually do the editing and actually take a video that looked okay and made something out of it, or at least I thought it made something out of it. And there's a lot of techniques and tools. But if I didn't try them, I wouldn't know how to use them. And each time I get more comfortable with another tool, I sort of step it up. So I guess the first thing in this journey that we have to learn is in order to succeed, we have to try. And sometimes we got to try and try and try again to get any good at anything. We didn't learn to walk without falling. And if you're out walking right now, you fell quite a few times, and through the years, you still fall some, but we get back up and we try. And we're very fortunate in this day and time that we live in a free country. it's on us. You know, and I think some of the culture now sort of teaches us the wrong way. We need to fail because most people that have succeeded have failed. Look at your top businessmen. Look at whether it's businessmen, politicians, inventors. They've all failed. There's not one of them that just made it there with only success. How they dealt with their failures was probably different, but had a lot of success. Some people are lucky, or let me say, maybe they're just that talented. They have more success than failures, but plan to fail. Plan to have a video that bombs. I can tell you I've had videos I've put up that has bombed. As we're speaking right now, I only have about 160 something subscribers, and it's been a year in. I can give you a lot of excuses, or I can call them facts, or call them a lot of things, but at the end of the day, the numbers are the numbers. And the reason hopefully you clicked on this is to see what the journey was. So I did start posting. I got a lot of peer pressure from my boys to post, so I did. Most of the videos, probably 60 something of them up, are shorts. There are a few what I call long videos, but they're not too long. They're probably less than 10 minutes, about 7, 3, something like that. And trust me, if you see a 7-minute video from me, it took hours. It took hours to edit. It took hours to plan it. Took hours to play with the tools. So it wasn't something that was quick and easy for me. It took a little time. Hopefully, I can help y'all save some of that time. So some of the videos went well. I tried to take y'all on some adventures this year. If you go back and look through the videos that I posted, some about boating and fishing, saltwater, that's what we're talking about. We're around the saltwater. I'm living here in Chesapeake now. I grew up on freshwater. That's always been a stress relief for me. I've been in manufacturing for a good portion of my life. I've been a manager in manufacturing for over 30 years. So I'm hoping I can share some of that knowledge with you. I'm hoping I can give you some pointers to either help you grow or maybe even be more successful. Maybe some of my hard knocks don't need to be yours. And you say, well, how are you going to talk about these type of stories, or why are you telling them and you're going to talk about fishing, or some of the videos I've seen that got to do with you at the gun range? Well, I'm going to tell you. Life is hard. Our health can get really bad really quick. And if you don't learn how to de-stress, you're going to have some really bad symptoms come along your ways. It's like almost everything you look at, stress can play a part of it. As we get older, here in my late 50s, as we get older, life happens. Not as limber as I used to be, not as skinny as I used to be. However, this year's been a good year for that. I've lost quite a bit of weight. Can share that in some video. See the adventures along that way. Still got some work to do. But this year, sort of a shocker was out there. So I start posting the videos. Things are going great. I'm loving doing that. Work's going great. Things are really going, just really well for the whole family. And I get a health scare. And, I've got several close friends or relatives that's in some really bad situations right now. They're fighting for their life. And as you get older, you look around and, I go on Facebook occasionally. I don't live in the same town that I grew up in, so I'll look back at Facebook to see what's going on. And it's like every time I open up, it's an obituary with somebody that I knew. So life happens. Got no guarantees for tomorrow. Sometime midsummer, toward the end of the summer. And it gets you thinking. Got several family members that are sick, friends that are sick. and some are actually fighting for their life. And here I am with that possibility of some things happening. So it makes you sit down and think. Put me through, quite a bit of doctor visits this year. Pulling blood, got poked, felt like a sticking pin for a needle. MRIs done, biopsies done. So it makes you refocus. Find out what's important in your life. The good thing is that's behind me now. Got me a whole new focus. Definitely want to get healthy. Lost a lot of weight this year, a lot of focus on that. Back in the gym. But as these things were happening, trying to figure out how could I share some of my knowledge, pass it along. And I think these videos will be a nice way to be able to do so. You can replay them, you can stop them, you can back them up. So I'm hoping I can pass some of that knowledge along to you. I just couldn't figure out how I could use fishing channel and the hunting, not the hunting, but the gun range to be able to do this. And one day after posting, sort of sat down and reflected my thoughts, looked back over the past year, and as I was thinking, I could pass some stories along while I'm on the boat. Like I mentioned, I go out. I like to be out on the boat, go fishing. I'm not one of those guys that has to catch the big fish or load the boat full of fish. I just like being on the boat. I love the water. I like what I can see while I'm out. Just amazed at what I can see here in Chesapeake Bay and out in the ocean. Whether it be a big sea turtle, whether it be dolphins playing, whether it be a whale, whether it be a military jet, submarines, or some big battleship. You just never know what you see. One thing I will tell you, it's amazing when you're in a small boat up beside a cruise ship. Gone on quite a few cruises, you know it's a big boat, but I don't think you really comprehend the size of it till you're the little small boat trying to pass by the cruise ship. So I'm hoping to share some of these adventures with you. At the same time, I'd like to share some of my knowledge that maybe could help you out in your day-to-day life. And if you would, I'd like for you to help me out, help me critique this channel, make it better, share ideas with me. Let me know what you would like to hear on, or what kind of knowledge I could try to pass your way with my background that might be able to help. It'd be nice if you don't have to have the hard knocks or waste of time that I did. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you can think of, or if you make a video yourself, you'd like to pass it along to me. Please pass it. Maybe I could put parts of it on the channel, or put it into some of my video one way or another, and we can share it. Let's grow the community. And like I mentioned earlier, the fishing to me was stress relief. Being on the boat to me was stress relief. Go to the gun range was stress relief. I could clear my mind. In a lot of cases, your phone don't get good reception a lot of times when you're out on the water, or in a gun range, you definitely don't hear the phone. So you're sort of clearing your mind during that time frame. Stress goes down. Like I said earlier, I had some health scares. I need to lose some weight. There's a lot of little things that were going on. But for sure, if I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, hacking on the calories. I go to the refrigerator to pick up something. When I'm at the gun range, I'm busy. I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm having to focus. I got to be safe. So as you can see, this past year has been a pretty big journey. Personal health issues, trying to get back in shape, putting health issues behind us, starting a YouTube channel, trying to collect our thoughts and kicking this thing back off. So if you've been in the beginning of this with me, started watching videos when I first started posting and you're still here today, I want to thank you. Let's make the channel grow. Let me know what you need, what I can do to try to help. But what I am going to try to do is figure out how I can make these videos entertaining, how I can pass information along to you with the knowledge that I have, with my experiences through life, to hopefully can help you in one way or another. If you haven't learned anything else today or heard anything else today, is find you that tool to de-stress. Life's stressful. We're always getting curveballs thrown at us. You heard me say it early on in the video. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. If you have family members around, make sure you take time with them. They grow up quick. Kids grow up quick. If your parents told you the same thing along the way, it's just amazing how fast time flies as you get older. So we got to take these memories, collect them. YouTube's a good place to store your videos, if nothing else. You don't have to make money on YouTube. You don't have to post a video to have a channel. You don't have to be an influencer. Just post them. Let people that are out of state from you be able to see what you're doing, some of your adventures. And it's something you can always leave behind. Quite a few influencers that were out there that you can go back and still watch their video today that their families still have up for you. So, as you can see, I've got a long journey on YouTube to make a solid channel. I said only about 60-something videos, only about 160-something subscribers. So let's build the channel. Let's build a community. Please, like I said, share your videos with me. See what you're doing, or share your channel. Let me know where you're at so I can go watch, because I do a lot of research. I like to learn and see what other people are doing, and how I can apply their knowledge. And by the way, if you stick with me and you're hanging around, I'll go ahead and apologize now, because I'm going to make mistakes. I promise you. There's probably going to be some cuts and some edits that don't really fit right. But I'm going to tell you that I'm promising you now I'm going to get better. We'll keep trying to build this channel. I really like doing some of the editing. It's fun right now. Something new. Learning all the new stuff with the camera, what you can and can't do with the lighting, and just in general how you're using the tools of the trade, I guess you would say. Would sort of like to start wrapping up this video on my journey with YouTube. Say thanks to anyone who stuck around since the beginning. If you're sitting here watching this video, or if you're new and you're still watching me as we speak, I really appreciate your time that you're spending with me, and I hope that I'm able to share something in the future that can help you grow one way or another. Have a salty adventure, and I'll see you soon.